No, it
All
doesn't.
right, there it is. I got on camera.
Oh my God!
Can you zoom in more?
There's a cloud, and there's a flying saucer.
A jaw-dropping sight has shocked San Francisco residents after a massive UFO was captured on camera craft silently suspended in the sky, its shape and sheer scale unlike anything known to science or aviation. Moments later, the object vanished without warning, leaving witnesses in disbelief. So, what exactly unfolded in the skies over San Francisco?
Where you see that object move at the clip that it moves, and then it's hovering again. That one I would probably actually give an unknown classification to, which is a UFO.
UFO spotted in San Francisco. In a sighting that has left locals both awestruck and uneasy, a massive UFO was observed hovering silently over the city. Eyewitnesses describe a craft that's so enormous that it seemed almost impossible to understand. It seemed like it was floating effortlessly above the skyline, like a scene straight out of a science fiction movie. Its massive size and presence sparked a lot of excitement and concern across multiple social media platforms because the huge UFO spotted in San Francisco caught on camera has been spreading like wildfire. The UFO's shape was mostly round and looked like a massive aircraft carrier, yet it didn't resemble any human-made craft. Lights adorned its surface, blinking and pulsating in patterns that seemed to be deliberate. It gave the impression that the object was scanning or observing the city below, and it was quite eerie. Unlike conventional aircraft, it didn't make any sound like jet engines or rotor hum. Instead, it only had a silent, imposing presence that hung over San Francisco with an eerie calm. Several residents who managed to capture footage said that they felt like they were being watched, as if the craft itself possessed intelligence or awareness of those below. Multiple angles of the sighting show the UFO maintaining a slow, steady hover over the city's downtown core. The lights shifted and glowed in mesmerizing sequences, illuminating parts of the craft's metallic-like surface, and it showed hues of silver and pale blue. Observers were quick to notice that the object was so massive, it almost dwarfed any building in the vicinity. In fact, it made the Golden Gate Bridge and surrounding skyscrapers seem almost toy-like by comparison. But before their eyes, the UFO shot up in the sky and then suddenly disappeared. Local authorities have not yet issued an official statement, although there's a lot of speculation. Experts and enthusiasts are debating whether this is an advanced human aircraft or something truly extraterrestrial. Many residents felt feelings of awe and unease, with some capturing the video for over 4 minutes before the craft slowly ascended and vanished into the night sky, leaving only a trail of light behind. With this UFO sighting in San Francisco, experts are looking into some of the previous sightings, like the surprising sighting that was just seen in Fresno. Fresno residents spot strange UFO, flying AF-22 Raptor spots, a UFO in Alaska. Meanwhile, in Alaska, another shocking UFO was spotted by a pilot, leaving many people shocked. In February 2023, U.S. military aircraft, including F-22 Raptors operating out of Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Alaska, intercepted an unidentified high-altitude object entering U.S. airspace. The Pentagon confirmed that the fighter jets successfully shot down an airborne object off the northern coast of Alaska after they determined that it posed a safety risk to civilian aircraft at around 40,000 feet. This is an altitude commonly used by commercial flights. Officials investigating the case revealed that the object had no obvious means of propulsion or recognizable aircraft design, and noted that it didn't resemble the Chinese surveillance balloon shot down elsewhere a few days before. Pentagon Press Secretary Brigadier General Pat Ryder revealed to reporters that although the object was downed with an AIM-9X Sidewinder missile, they still didn't know where it was from, what it could do, and its purpose in the region. The U.S. Northern Command started recovery efforts with multiple aircraft in the region, but they didn't even know what they were looking for. After looking for a long time, they didn't find the UFO. But this isn't the first time that a UFO has been spotted by someone on a plane. Most recently, a passenger spotted a UFO out of the window of a plane. Plane passenger spots, UFO. In March 2024, a commercial airline passenger aboard a flight approaching LaGuardia Airport in New York City captured footage of an unusual aerial object that has since drawn attention from both aviation workers and UFO enthusiasts. This is one of the most unexplained and intriguing UFO sightings right now. The witness, Michelle Reyes, reported seeing a dark, elongated shape through her plane window that she described as a flying cylinder. She was recording the city skyline when the object appeared at an estimated altitude of around 2,500 feet, relatively close to her aircraft, as it prepared to land. The footage Reyes captured shows the object moving quickly across the sky. And this was only a strange glimpse that lasted only a few minutes. Reyes immediately contacted the FAA to report the sighting, and she was afraid that the object would pose a safety hazard given its location near a busy airport. But they didn't respond to her. The sighting drew more scrutiny when Thomas Wertman, state director of the MUFON in Ohio, reviewed the footage. Wertman noticed that the object's shape, altitude, and position were inconsistent with typical aircraft, drones, or known military craft, especially close to a commercial flight path. Although some skeptics have suggested more mundane explanations like birds, balloons, or optical effects, the clear video and lack of explanation have many people investigating the situation. Meanwhile, in Chile, there was another UFO sighting that caused many ufologists to keep on investigating. Strange UFO spotted in Antofagasta, Chile. In March 2020, residents and beachgoers in Antofagasta, Chile, captured footage of a puzzling aerial object that quickly spread online and sparked widespread investigation and discussion. As the sun set over the Pacific coastline on March 22nd, multiple witnesses reported seeing an unusual light or object hovering on the horizon. Many have described this as behaving in ways that didn't immediately match standard aircraft, drones, or typical atmospheric phenomena. The videos posted online reveal a bright, cylindrical or pulsating light hovering above the water before it gradually faded from view. Multiple people filmed the same event from different vantage points, including from the beach and nearby elevated areas, so it was definitely not a trick of the light. Some suspect that the lights came from nearby Antofagasta's airport runway or reflected lighting effects. Many locals dismissed the explanation because the object's location and behavior didn't align with any known patterns in the area. The fact that the sighting occurred over the coast and was visible against a clear sunset backdrop made it more striking for observers, intensifying speculation about its origin. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, there was another mind-blowing UFO sighting in 2024 that shocked many. Pilot over LA spots strange aircraft. In September 2024, an unusual aerial encounter over the skies near Los Angeles, California, drew attention from pilots and aviation observers alike when a U.S. military aircraft reported a close encounter with an object that defied easy explanation. A pilot with the call sign Troy 21 was flying a Beechcraft 350C, a specialized aircraft often used on missions linked to the Department of Homeland Security, at about 20,000 feet in controlled airspace when the sighting happened. The pilot's radio communication with Los Angeles Air Traffic Control reveals the moment he saw something shocking. The pilot had revealed, saying, "This is going to sound weird, but I just had something pass underneath my wing, maybe a football-sized object right under my wing." The recording revealed that the object was dark gray and cylindrical, unlike any standard aircraft. It passed quietly and closely beneath the surveillance plane. What makes this encounter even more shocking is how close it was to military aircraft. Even radar data suggested that the object had traveled dozens of miles in a short period, moving even as fast as Mach 2. Despite the pilot's clear report and the formal communication with air traffic control, no official Pentagon or Department of Defense statement has been released confirming the sighting or its origin. The object was reported following aviation protocols to the National UFO Reporting Center, where it joined a catalog of unidentified aerial phenomena that remain under investigation. Also in California a year later, there was another strange UFO that left many people shocked. Hovering lights spotted in San Bernardino. In the spring of 2025, several residents in San Bernardino, California, reported that they saw unexplained lights and strange aerial activity, quickly drawing attention on social media and among local sky watchers. Multiple videos have been circulating online, although the government remains silent. One of these happened on April 5, 2025, showing strange objects in the sky above the city, and this added fuel to public curiosity and speculation about UFOs in the region. Witness accounts around the same time described bright, hovering lights and formations that didn't match any routine aircraft patterns. Some said that they saw lights that stayed still for a long time, while others saw lights that seemed to move erratically without any visible propulsion. It was definitely not an airplane or satellite. The footage shows glowing points of light and moving objects that defy normal identification. These recordings have brought up a lot of questions and discussions among UFO enthusiasts, but also among astronomers and aviation experts who kept trying to understand if it was due to atmospheric conditions, drones, or other reasons. San Bernardino's location in Southern California, a state that statistically receives a high number of UFO reports compared with other parts of the United States, has made the sighting part of a broader pattern of unexplained aerial observations across the region. Despite the widespread interest, no official investigation by the FAA or local law enforcement has confirmed where the object came from. All around the world, many other UFOs like these have not yet been explained, like the one spotted in Romania. Strange aircraft seen in Romania. In December 2024, unusual aerial activity above the Romanian Black Sea coast drew public attention when residents and aviation personnel saw a bright, glowing object hovering over the Tuzla area of Constanta County. Videos and eyewitness accounts circulated online showing a spherical object emitting intense light, visible for an extended period before it suddenly disappeared, sparking debate about its nature and where it came from. The phenomenon was first noted in the early evening when a strong light was still above the sea, lingering for nearly an hour. The object's brightness and position in the sky caused a lot of discussions among airport staff and pilots, and there was at least one helicopter crew reporting that their GPS signal was affected, and that the light was so strange it was definitely not traditional aircraft lighting. George Halicia, operations manager at Aeroportul Alen Podgoreanu, Tuzla, told reporters that when observers stepped outside the control tower, they saw the object at an angle of roughly 220 degrees, appearing completely stationary and too bright to be associated with typical aviation traffic. Attempts to match its position with known planets using star tracking applications suggested that it was not Venus or another celestial body, adding to the mystery. Many investigated the case, and while some thought it was a genuine UFO, others suspected it was an atmospheric anomaly or lighting. Still, the Romanian aviation authorities didn't reveal what they found out. Also in Vietnam, another shocking UFO was spotted, but was still not easily explained. Disc-shaped UFO in Hanoi. In the early hours of June 1st, 2021, a surveillance camera in Hanoi, Vietnam, recorded a strange aerial event that stirred both local curiosity and online discussion when a large UFO appeared briefly during a severe lightning storm. The footage shows a disc-like shape, illuminated by flashes of lightning, visible in the sky only when the storm's electrical activity lit up the surrounding clouds. The object's appearance was intermittent, with bright bursts from the lightning revealing a massive, round silhouette. That object would have been hidden in darkness, if not for that lightning. The craft's size, inferred from the brief glimpses in the footage, suggested that there was something larger than the normal weather anomalies or man-made aircraft. Phenomenon of lights in the skies of Chennai. In the evening of August 19, 2024, residents of Chennai, India, captured video of an unexplained aerial object glowing in the night sky, sparking widespread attention and debate across social platforms. Multiple witnesses reported spotting the light in the skies above the city, describing the phenomenon as unlike any known aircraft or conventional aerial object. The footage circulating online shows a bright point of light hovering over the horizon before the camera zooms in to reveal what appears to be a disc-shaped object outlined with lights. According to those who shared the video, the object did not move in a straightforward path like a plane or a drone, but instead appeared to hover and shift slowly across the sky before fading from view. Social media reactions to the Chennai footage were swift and voluminous, with thousands of users engaging in discussions about what the object could be. Some commentators suggested that it might be a UFO in the literal sense, while others urged caution, noting that many atmospheric or man-made sources could mimic unusual lights in the evening sky. A huge UFO was spotted in San Francisco and was caught right on camera. Now, many are investigating the sighting and wondering where it came from and where it disappeared to. What do you think the answer is? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. So, thanks for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.